Everybody, it's Personal Video. How y'all doing today? I'm back out here, same day, and I figured I would also make another video on the how to save your vehicle, whatever I'm doing here. It's all coming to me at once. This all happens to me at once, so I'm making videos on it now. That's why I created the YouTube channel. But as you know, I have put this on YouTube. I recently had to put a differential in my truck. Now, this probably, for me, probably wasn't preventable, but it could have been. Now, where I'm going with that is, let's backtrack all the way to before I had my YouTube channel, before I started it. I'm telling all these stories, I tell you what, I don't realize how rough I am on that damn truck. But anyway, all that aside, sorry about the wind noise. So let's backtrack to last summer. This is before I started the YouTube channel in August, something like that. So last summer, I blew my rear end seals out, the axle shaft seals. Now, I didn't really blow them out, but they were leaking. So I had to save up the money and, of course, drive it around working to get it. And by the time I finally got it, the day I got them, actually, I was on the way to O'Reilly's, and my axle shaft got hot and welded all the bearings and everything to just one shaft, welded all the bearings to it. So what we ended up having to do was we had to get a new axle shaft, because obviously that was unfixable. We couldn't slide the bearings on there because they were press-on bearings. Well, got the new axle shaft, put it in. Actually, no, hold on. We fixed that axle shaft. We grinded it down. Stuck all the new bearings on there, all the seals. Didn't leak. Alright. I was driving it one night, and I took a corner. I guess you could say hairpin corner for you good race car drivers. But it was a 180-degree turnaround. Did a U-turn illegally. And I gave it some gas, and all the weight went down on it, and it snapped. Just like that. I mean, just pow. And we was on the side of the road. It was before I had the differential, and it was open differential, and it put all the power to the side that was easiest to spin. We wasn't going anywhere. Well, when it did this, it broke the sensors in the rear end that read for VDC, which also read mile per hour and everything like that. And if those don't read, your four-wheel drive don't work on these Titans anyway. So I didn't have four-wheel drive to get us back to the house. I still don't have four-wheel drive, actually. Well, we ended up getting a new shaft, put it in there. And I think what Dad has come up with, the only conclusion we can come up with, is when it broke, it went in a little bit and it smacked the pin in the differential and fractured it. Well, over time, it broke and let it fall in there and rolled around and rolled around and rolled around and was popping for a few days. I didn't give it much thought. I thought it was a U-joint. We bought U-joints, and I blew the rear end out that day, and I made the video on it. It was running, the drive shaft was turning, it was like clunk, 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 clunk. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But, sorry about the wind noise again. But, there were shavings everywhere in there. So, we changed it out. So, bottom line is, I had enough rear end oil in it. But, what I'm getting at is not necessarily checking it, regular maintenance on those, because you do, yes, obviously check them, but watch how things happen, I guess you could say. Because mine was a chain reaction. Everything happened because this happened, you know what I mean? So, if stuff like that's kind of happening, it's making weird noises, it's doing something weird, it's grinding, it's roaring, it's vibrating, pull it in a shop. Have someone check it out. Spend the extra money to get it checked out. Now, I know it's hard in this economy, but if you get it checked out, it can save you money in the long run. And I preach it all the time to everybody that comes in here. I preach it because they don't want to spend the money. I don't have the money to spend, and I check it. But I work here. But that's all we got for today.